Trial balance shows arithmetical accuracy of books of account. Profit includes one on opening stock, one on closing stock, one is goods sent to branch, one goods returned by the branch. These are the expense of the branch met by the head office. This opening balance is the expense of the branch met by the head office. Hello, my dear student. I am Dr. B.S. Subramania, called by name Dr. B.S.S., Professor in Commerce and Management, Vidyashram First Year College, a Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. I am going to hand BCom first semester Financial Accounting 1, Session 1 goes in favor of model question paper. I am making the two divisions, Session 1 and Session 2. In Session 1, we are going to answer only 15 marks question. In the Session 2, we'll get about 10 marks question. In public examination, now, in the part A, there is a 4 question will come. You have to answer any 2, each carrying the 15 marks each. So, 1 theory, concepts and convention, 1 final accounts will come. Then we have got a departmental account, 1 trading and profit and loss account will come. 1 branch account, first one final account, 1 branch account. Then conversion of single entry to double entry, 1 theory. Better to keep the single entry at that side. And better to have the problem on final account, problem on branch account. Sometimes they will have a problem final, even the departmental account for 20 marks. Major question is considered. 15 marks each is considered. There is section C, we say. Session 1, we are going to solve the problem of 15 marks. First, we'll move with the problem final accounts. So, this is the pattern of the question paper. Total blueprint is 80 marks. 30% of 80 marks is a must. Remaining from the internal assessment is considered. 15 marks question you have to answer 2. 10 marks question you have to answer 3. 5 marks question you have to answer 4. Here section A, this will come as a part A. This will come as a part B. This will come as a part C. So 5 marks question will come as a part A. 10 marks question will come as a part B, whereas 15 marks question will be part C. We'll get the 4 question, but you have to answer any 2. So we will move with the 15 marks question today in this session. So they will, in a question number 1, the following is the trial balance related to Kishore traders. So they will give the trial balance. What is a trial balance? Trial balance has got a 2 sides, debit side and the credit side. Debit side shows the expenses, credit side shows the income. So debit side shows the asset, credit side shows the liability. This is a good base. So the 2 sides should be added. It is nothing but trial balance shows arithmetical accuracy of books of account. They have taken from the ledger. Ledger is prepared with the help of the journal. Journal entry to ledger. Ledger to trial balance to trading account, P&L account and a balance sheet. So here the debit side shows the expenses, credit side shows the income, debit side shows the asset, credit side shows the liability. Regarding the Kannada medium students are considered, debit side gadu expense ಖರ್ಚು ಇರುತ್ತೆ, expenses ಇರುತ್ತೆ, credit side income ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಬೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಲ್ಟಪ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತಪ್ಪ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ಲೆಡ್ಜರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಒಂದು ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್, ಒಂದು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್. ಬೋತ್ ದ ಸೈಡ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಟ್ಯಾಲಿ ಹಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಶೋಸ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್, ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಶೋಸ್ ದ ಇನ್ಕಮ್, ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಶೋಸ್ ದ ಅಸೆಟ್, ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಶೋಸ್ ದ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ. If the word goes like this, wages debit side means paid. ಅಂದ್ರೆ wages ನ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಪೇಯ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ, ಅದೇ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹೇಳಿ, ವೇಜಸ್ ನ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಪೇ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಅದೇ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇಫ್ ದ ವೇಜಸ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪೇಡ್, ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಮ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್. ನೌ we will bifurcate where it will come. Drawings and capital. Capital is 2 lakh will come on the liability side of the balance sheet. Drawing should be deducted from the capital. Cash at bank is an asset. Machinery is an asset. BR and BP. BR is in here. 10,000 is the BR, 9,000 is a BP. BR is asset, BP is a liability. This is a liability. This is an asset. Purchases and sale. Purchase will come trading account, sales other name. This is opposite. This is the purchase return. This is the sales return. Opposite. 4,000 is the sales return. 5,000 is purchase. So here ಯಾವುದೇ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡು ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೇಲ್ಸು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ರಿಟರ್ನ್ಸ್ ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್, ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್. ವೇಜಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಟ್ರೇಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. Opening stock trading account, carry a inward trading account, goods is coming in trading account. Discount debit side idre allowed anta, credit side idre received. Debit side allowed, credit side received. So it will come P&L account debit side, P&L account credit side. RP is expenses and expenditure, interest paid is an expenditure, profit and loss account, salary is an expenditure, profit and loss account, debtor is an asset. Debtor is an asset, creditor is a liability, outstanding salary. If the outstanding salary comes, outstanding salary comes in the adjustment, that should be added to salary, then liability side of the balance sheet. If it comes in the trial balance, directly it will come on the liability side of the balance sheet. So same thing goes to prepaid. If the prepaid comes in the trial balance, that should be shown directly on the asset side of the balance sheet. If the prepaid comes in the adjustment, deduct from the concerned head. Salary prepaid, deduct from the salary. Rent prepaid, deduct from the rent, then asset side of the balance sheet. If it comes in the trial balance, directly it will come on the asset side of the balance sheet. Outstanding salary, directly liability side of the balance sheet. If it is in the adjustment, salary outstanding, add to salary, then liability side of the balance sheet. If the wages outstanding is there, add to wages, then liability side of the balance sheet. Furniture is an asset, building is an asset, investment is an asset, life insurance personally, this is considered as a drawings. This is considered as a personal drawing. Income tax personal, also considered as drawings. Rent paid, profit and loss account. Bad debt, profit and loss account. Depreciation. So this is very important. Depreciation means fall in the value. Fall in the value is called depreciation. If the machinery is valuing 60,000, today is valuing 50,000, how much has come down? 10,000 is considered as a depreciation. If the depreciation is given in the trial balance, directly it will come on the asset side of the, this is profit end. If the depreciation is there, no, don't deduct from the asset, it will come on the debit side of profit and loss account. If the depreciation is in the trial balance, directly it will come on the debit side of the profit and loss account. Don't deduct from the asset. If the same depreciation comes from the adjustment, deduct from the concerned head. First it will come profit and loss account, then it should be deducted from the concern. If the machinery depreciation is there, first put the depreciation in the profit and loss account, then deduct from the machinery. If there is any depreciation on furniture is there, first put on the debit side of the profit and loss account, then deduct on the asset side of the balance sheet. So what the law says, no, whatever the item that from the trial balance should appear only one. ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವ ಐಟಮ್ಗಳು ಟ್ರಯಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಒಂದೇ ಸಲ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಬೇಕು? ಟ್ರೇಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್, profit and loss account and a balance sheet. The item which appears in the trial balance should come only once, either in the trading account or in the profit and loss account or in the balance sheet. By chance, whatever the items that comes from the adjustment should appear twice. First, one in the trading account, one in the profit and loss account, or one in the profit and loss account, one in the balance sheet. 2 times they should be appear. So these are all the adjustment where it will come. I'm going to explain. Closing stock, trading account, credit side, asset side of the balance sheet. Where it will come? Trading account, credit side, asset side of the balance sheet. Stock destroyed rupees 20,000, due from insurance company rupees 15. What is the total stock destroyed? 20,000, trading account, credit side. How much money you are going to receive? 15,000, asset side of the balance sheet. How much is the difference? 5,000. That will come profit and loss account, debit side, as loss on stock destroyed. How it will come? 20,000, trading account, credit side. Due from insurance company, asset side of the balance sheet. Difference 5,000, profit and loss account, debit side. ಕನ್ನಡ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ 20,000 ಟ್ರೇಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 15,000 ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತಾ, ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಆ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ 5,000 ಅದು ಲಾಸು, ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡಿಗೆ ತೋರಿಸಿ. ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿ? 20,000 ಟ್ರೇಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್, 15,000 ಅಸೆಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟ್. ಏನಂತ ಬರೀಬೇಕು? ಡ್ಯೂ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್. ಎಷ್ಟು ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಿ? 5,000 ಇಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್. ದೆನ್ ಬಿ ಆರ್ ಡಿಸಾನರ್ rupees 3,000. ಡಿಸಾನರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಬರದೇ ಇರೋದು. ದಿ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ದ ಡಿಸಾನರ್. ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಬಿ ಆರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಡ್ ಟು ಡೆಟ್, he becomes the debtor. So when the BR is dishonor, deduct from BR, add to debtor. When the check is dishonor, deduct from cash at bank, add to debtor. So BR dishonor, deduct from BR, add to debtor. Check dishonor, deduct from cash at bank, add to debtors. Rate of further bad debt 2,000 and maintain RBD. I will explain this. I will explain. Interest on capital 5%. The firm is going to pay the interest on the capital. First, it will come profit and loss account debit side while you are doing in the balance sheet. No, so that should be added to capital. Interest on capital, profit and loss account debit side while you are doing in the balance sheet, that should be added to capital. Interest on drawing. So you draw the money. For that, you are paying the interest to the firm. First, it will come profit and loss account credit side while you are doing in the balance sheet. Out of the capital, drawing should be deducted. Interest on drawing should be deducted. Prepaid rent. So we have paid more. How much you paid more? 2,000. Deduct from the rent, asset set of the balance sheet. Where it will come? Deduct from the rent, asset set of the balance sheet. Carriage outstanding to be paid. Add to carriage inward. Then liability set of the balance sheet. Purchase includes 2,000 purchase for person. Anything is personal use is called drawing. Deduct from purchases, deduct from capital. Deduct from purchases, deduct from capital. Regarding this, I am going to explain now. As per the balance sheet, your debtor is 45,000. Working note. Debtors is equal to 45,000 plus BR dishonored. What is the value of the BR dishonored? 3,000. Add. It becomes 48,000. Add. Check dishonored. Plus 2,000. Then 50,000 becomes the return. In your adjustment, rate of further bad debt 2,000 minus bad debt. Further bad debt. Now on this RBD minus new RBD. At 5%, 2,400. $45,600 debtors to balance sheet. So, what's the value? 45,000 as per the trial balance. Add BR dishonored 3,000. Add check dishonored 2,000. It becomes 50,000 minus bad debt 2,000 as per the adjustment. How much you have got balance? 40. On that new RBD, how much? 5%, 2,000. So you show 45,600 in the balance sheet. BYS. In the balance sheet. How much you have to show? 45,600. For working note number 2. For profit and loss. for profit and loss. Formula bad date plus new RBD minus old RBD is a formula. What is the formula? Bad date plus new RBD minus old RBD. If there is a further bad date, is there bad date, add further bad date plus new RBD minus old. What is the formula? Bad date, add further bad date minus new RBD minus old. Whatever the RBD comes in the adjustment is called new RBD. Whatever the RBD comes in the trial balance is called old RBD. ಯಾವುದು adjustmental RBD ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು new RBD. ಯಾವುದು trial balance ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು old RBD. Adjustment new RBD, trial balance old RBD. What's your bad date? See that. Your bad date is 1000. Bad date 1000 plus further bad date what's your further bad date? 2000. It become 3000 plus new RBD from the adjustment. How much? 2400. 5400 minus old RBD nil. This will come debit of profit and loss account. You must show how much we 5400 as per the working note debit side. What is the formula? Bad date, add further bad date plus new RBD minus old body. Show on the profit and loss account debit side. So we'll move on to problem now. So we start with opening stock 30,000. Purchases as per the trial balance is 2,05,000 minus return means purchase return is 5,000 minus personal purchase is 2,000. It become 1,98,000. Wages paid how much? 20,000. As per the problem, carry age inward is 7,000. Add outstanding 1,000. It become 8,000. We made a sale of how much? 3,54,000. How much return? 4,000. It become 3,50,000. Closing stock from the adjustment is 50,000. Total stock destroyed is 20,000. We'll move on. Hope. Total is 4,24,000. The difference will come 1,64,000 as a gross profit. You brought down the gross profit here. By gross profit brought down how much? 1,64,000. Discount on the credit side is a discount. Receipt how much? 2,000. Interest on drawing. Your drawing is 25,000. On that how much percentage? 2 by 100 is 500 is again. Combine all expenses will come on the debit side. Discount allowed 1,000. Office expenses paid 10,000. Salary paid 10,000. Rent paid 12,000. How much outstanding paid? 2,000. How much actually paid? 10,000. Depreciation as per the trial balance is 15,000. Your bad debt as per the working note. This is as per working note is 5,400. Loss on stock destroyed 20,000 minus 15,000. Balance is 5,000 rupees. It's a loss. Interest on capital. What's the capital you have got? 2 lakh into 5 by 100 works out 10,000. The total is 1,66,500. Your difference is 95,100 is the profit. We'll move on to balance sheet now. Your cash at bank is 48,000. How much check dishonor? 2,000. It becomes 46,000. Your BR is 10,000 minus dishonor is 3,000. The net figure is 7,000. Closing stock as per the adjustment is 50,000. Due from out of 20,000. How much money you are going to receive? 15,000. Assets of the balance sheet. Debtor as per the working note is 45,600. Furniture, no depreciation, 20,000. Building, 80,000. Investment, 20,000. Machinery, 50,000. Prepaid rent is an asset, it will come 2,000 rupees. Come back to liability side. We started with a capital of rupees 2 lakh. Interest on capital is 10,000. Your net profit is 95,100. Your drawing is 25,000. Interest on drawing 500. And income tax is 4,000. Life insurance is 2,000. Personal purchase is 2,000. It will come 2,71,600. Your bills payable is 9,000. Your creditor outstanding is 50,000. Carriage outstanding is 1,000. Outstanding salary as per the problem is 4,000. Totally it will tally for how much money? 3,35,600. Hope you understand. Now we'll go to the second problem. The second problem goes, from the following particulars, prepare Mysore branch account in the books of head office Bangalore. The head office sent goods at cost plus 25%. This is most important here. Goods are sent at cost plus 25%. The real cost is 100, profit is 25. 125 is the invoice price or selling price. For every 100 rupees, how much profit is calculated? 25% is calculated. So profit includes, while you are doing the branch account, profit includes one on opening stock, one on closing stock, one is goods sent to branch, one goods returned by the branch. Which are the four items are? One is the profit included in, one on opening stock, one on closing stock, one goods sent to branch, one goods returned by the branch. So that is called, we can also call it as a stock reserve. I will show that how the working note will be done. Working note. Goods sent at cost plus 25%. 100 plus 25 is 125. Therefore, 25 by 125. If the cost is 100, profit is 25, 125 is the invoice price, it is 25 by 125, it's 1/5. If the 5 is the invoice price, 1 is the profit, 4 is the cost price. So it includes where in the 4 items, 1 on opening stock, 1 on closing stock, 1 goods sent to branch, 1 goods returned by the branch. Calculation of stock reserve. Number 1, on opening stock. What's the value of the opening stock? See that. If you come by 1/4, your opening stock is 30,000. $6,000. Number 2, goods sent to branch. What's the value of the goods sent to branch? Here, goods invoiced to branch, 1,60,000. This is 32,000. Number 3, on closing stock. What's the value of the closing stock? 10,000 into 1/5. That is 2,000. Number 3, goods returned. Goods returned by the branch. What's the value of the goods returned? So goods returned to head office is 2,000. $400. So this is the values you got. Now, regarding the petty cash is considered, this is one line. Opening petty cash see that what's the opening petty cash value is 1,000. add petty cash given by head office. What is a petty goods? No, discount allowed. Petty cash on goods sent to bank, cash receipt from debtor, expense paid. For sake of petty cash, how much is given? 1,000. Totally, they have got 2,000. At the end of the year, how much expenses, petty expense paid by the branch? 560 minus expenses paid. 560. Difference is 1,440. Closing. So this you have to find out. Regarding the furniture, what's the opening value of the furniture? 2,400. Furniture value. Furniture value 2,400 minus depreciation at 10%, 240. Closing. Closing. Now I will explain. While you are solving the problem, no? While you are solving the problem, first you have to see that whatever the opening balance is there, opening stock is 30,000, opening debtor is 18,000, opening cash 800. We start with no opening furniture 2,400, open petty cash. Totally it will, when a branch started in books of the head office, this a closing balance the last year become the opening balance. How much will come? 52,200. How much goods sent to branch? 1,60,000. Whatever the expense of the branch is there, met by the head office. What they say? One for the petty cash, 1,000. Rent paid by the branch is paid by the head office, 2,400. Salary, 4,800. Printing, 600. It comes to 8,000. These are the expense of the branch met by the head office. This opening balance, this is the expense of the branch met by the head office. Then come back here. When you make the sale by cash account, cash sale is 50,000. Cash receipt from debtor is 60,000. It becomes 1,10,800. Goods returned to branch is 2,000. Closing balance. Stock they have given 10,000. They have given petty cash which we have calculated. Furniture we have calculated regarding the debtor. See that opening debtor is there. There is no closing debtor. We have calculated. We started with 18,000. Cash receipt from debtor is 60,000. Discount allowed is 600. Goods returned by customer is nothing but sales return. Sales return, and the credit sale is given 10 lakh. This is 1 lakh, 1,18,000. Difference is 56,440 is a closing creditor. This is your closing debtor. Debtor means at the beginning of the year, how much have to receive? 18,000 from the customer. When we make the credit sale, 1 lakh rupees. Totally we have to receive 1,18,000. 1,18,000 you have to receive. Out of that, how much you received? 60,000. How much discount allowed? 600. Your debtor account will be reduced. How much good sales return is 960. How much still we have to receive? 56,440 we have to receive from our debtor. Customer is considered that have been put it here. Here no closing debtor 50. Totally 70,040. Then we have to calculate stock reserve. So this you have got opening stock is 30,000, which includes the profit of 1 by 5. 1 by 5 of 30,000 is how much? 6,000. How much goods sent to branch? 1,60,000. 1 by 5 of 1,60,000 is 32,000. This is most important. So here you got a cash in hand, 800 is there. No money has been spent. It has been retained here. Same has been retained here. Opening cash 800, no money have been spent. Even closing cash also 800 rupees is there. Regarding the here now, what's a closing stock? 10,000. For the stock reserve on closing stock is 2,000. How much goods returned to branch? 2,000. On that stock reserve is 400. So how it is now? There are 4 items, one on opening stock, one on closing stock, one goods sent to branch, one goods returned. Opening stock is debit side, stock reserve credit side. Goods sent to branch debit side, stock reserve credit side. Closing stock credit side, stock reserve debit side. Goods returned credit side, stock reserve debit side, which includes the profit of 1/5. Which are the 4 items? One on opening stock, one on closing stock, one goods sent to branch, one goods returned by the branch. Okay. So opening stock on the debit side, stock reserve on the credit side, goods sent to branch on the debit side. So then stock reserve on the credit side, closing stock on the credit side, stock reserve on the debit side, goods returned by the branch on the credit side, stock reserve on the debit side. So 1/5. If the cost is 100, profit is 25. 125 is the selling price. For 125, profit is 25. We can see this. This is cost 100. Profit 25, 125, invoice price. For 125 invoice price, profit is how much? 25. So 1 to be 25 by 125 is 1/5. 5 is the invoice price, 1 is the profit, 4 is the cost. For every invoice price, 1 rupees profit, reference is above. We show invoice price on the debit side, stock reserve on the credit side. Difference is called the cost price bifurcated. So it includes the invoice price, profit is bifurcated. If we can write, we can this the idea. We can write the 5 on the debit side, 1 on the credit side. Difference is called the stock reserve. Here you can write no the balance sheet. Opening stock, we can write 5 here, 1 here. Difference is so much? 4. This is 5 minus 1, 4. That's called the cost price. 5 is the invoice price. 1 is the stock reserve profit. Difference is a 4. So on the basis, we have done 1 for opening stock, 1 for closing stock, 1 goods sent to branch, 1 goods returned by the branch. So this will come for major question. So we'll move on to next one. From the following particular, prepare a departmental trading and profit and loss account and a balance sheet on this. So this is the balance they have given. So opening stock is given, creditor is given, creditor will come on the liability side, the sales is given, capital is given, bad debt is given, then debtor, furniture, rent and rate, cash in hand, all these expenditure, wages, purchase, department, printing and stationery, discount allowed, investment, BP. Other, apportion the expenses in proportion to sales of each department, they say. Closing stock of A is 7,80,000, B is 53,800. Provide depreciation on furniture 10%. Provision for doubtful debts is 3,000 and further by 1,000. Allocate the provision for doubtful debts and discount in the ratio 7:3. Come back. When you go into the departmental account, here opening stock is 68,000, 2,20,000. If you see that your sales figure is, your sales is 14 lakh and it is 6 lakh is there. Sales 14 lakh, another 6 lakh is there. If you cancel these two, divided by 2, 2 sevens are, 2 threes are. So they are in the ratio of 73. All the expenditure, here the problem says no, apportion expense and propose a sale of each department. So they should propose in the ratio of 7:3. And here we'll go with 1 by 1. Opening stock 68,000, 2,20,000 department, purchases 96,000 and the 4 lakh. Any returns are there? See that? Here wages is 33,614. So total wages have been divided in the here. What's your wages now? Come back here. Department A, purchases, stock of the department, capital, opening stock, department A, department B, capital, sundry debtor, cash in hand, investment. Your wages is how much? 48,000. That can be divided in the ratio of 7:3. 48,000 in the ratio of 33,600, 14,400 is there. No, here your sale is 14 lakh, 6 lakh by closing stock. Your closing stock, this is only 80,000. 80,000, another 53,600. Your 14 lakh, 6 lakh. Your closing stock 80,000, 53,600. It become 14 lakh, 80,000, 6 lakh, 53,000. Your difference is 4 lakh, 18,400, 2 lakh, 17,200. Brought down this figure. Your expenditure salary have been divided in the ratio of 7:3, 2 lakh 49,480, 1 lakh 16,940. What's your salary figure? Office salary 3 lakh 56,400. 3 lakh 56. So 7-ish means 2 lakh 49,480, another 16,920. So rented in the ratio of these rent and taxes, they will 25,200, 10,800. Printing and stationery in the ratio of 7:3, 37,800, 16,200. Discount allowed in the ratio of, that is 30,000, that is 7:3. Bad debts also in the ratio of 6,300 and 2,700. Depreciation on furniture on 21,060 is 2,160, which has been divided in the ratio of 7:3. All the expenses have been divided in the ratio of 7:3. We can go with one by one if you want. Here, office salary have been divided like this. Printing station, how much is there? 54,000, which have been divided in the ratio of 7:3. A gets how much? 37,800. B gets 16,200. Same thing, salary also divided in the ratio of 7:3. Then discount allowed also in the ratio of 7:3. Bad debt, here further bad 3,000 plus 1,000, then say 4,000. Already you have got a bad debt, see that? Cash in hand, cash is bank debt or furniture. Purchases, discount, wages is there. Investment, your doubtful debts is 3,000, bad debt is 1,000. You have taken here. Bad debt 7:3, totally 6,300. Here bad debt 6,300 plus 2,700 means this is 6,300, 2,700. 9,000 rupees is how it will work out, I'll tell you. Your bad debt as per the problem is 5,000 rupees plus 3,000 further bad debt. So 5,000 plus 3,000, 8,000, and the further bad debt is 1,000 rupees. So doubtful debt is like this. Formula is bad debt 5,000 plus further bad debt 1,000. It becomes 6,000 plus new RBD 3,000. It becomes 9,000, which have been divided. So here provision for doubtful debts is 3,000. This is actually 3,000. And further bad debt is 1,000. Totally 9,000 we have divided. Bad debt 9,000 is, this is 9,000, which has been shared in the ratio of 7:3, 6,300, 2,700. Division on furniture 21,600. 10% is 2,160 divided by in the ratio of 7:3. One will get 1,512. Another gets 648. If we add this, no, it is 4,18,400. Then another is 2,17,200. Your net profit will come 77,108 Department A, 70,932 to Department A. If we come back to general P&L account, net profit of Department A is 77,108, Department B 70,932. The total net profit of the firm is 1,48,040, the total profit of the firm. Then if you go with the balance sheet, your cash is 1,91,000, furniture 21,600, 10% is 2,000, it becomes 19,440. Your investment as per problem is 1,38,000, debt are 5,60,000, minus addition bad debt 1,000, minus new RBD 4,000 gone, 5,56,000 will become. Closing stock 1,33,600, adding both, here adding both, no. Closing stock 80,000 plus 53,000. This is nothing but 80,000 of A department plus 53,600 B department. This belongs to A, this belongs to B, both will come. 1,33,000. Department A closing stock 80,000, that of the B 53,600. The closing will come 1,33,600. Come back. The creditor is 2,70,000. Capital started with 6 lakh. The net profit what we arrived 1,40,040. It becomes 7,48,040. The bills payable is about 20,000. So the balance sheet will tally 10,38,040. 10,38,040. All the closing will come. We have bifurcated this. This is purchases here. It is 4 lakh here. Here 68,000. If we go with the 68,000, opening stock is 68,000. Purchase of A department 9,60,000. That of the B department 4 lakh, and your wages is 33,000, and your GP will come 14,18,400. So the total is 14,80,000, 9,60,000, 4 lakh, 9,64 lakh. Your wages have been divided like this. Your total is 14,80,000. The difference will come 4,18,400, 2,17,200. Then all the expenditure have been divided in the ratio of 7:3. So salary have been divided, rent and rates have been divided, printing and stationery has been divided here. Bad debt is totally 9,000. That already work out. Division on furniture is have been divided like this now. Then here department A profit is this, department B profit is this. The total profit come 1,48,040. We go here, cash is 1,91,000, furniture 21,600 minus division 2,160, it becomes 19,440. Your investment is 1,38,000. Debtor is 5,60,000. On that additional bad debt is 1,000 deduct minus new RBD totally 4,000 gone. It will come 5,56,000, 4,000 gone 53. Closing stock, department A is 80,000, department B is 56,000, totally 1,33,600. Your creditor is 2,70,000. Start with a capital of 6 lakh. The total profit of A and B department is 1,48,040. Then bills paid. So it will tally for 10,38,40, 10,38,40. Hope I have solved the problem. 15 marks question. One from here, no. One final account I solved. One branch account I solved. One departmental account I solved. You have to answer any two. So they will ask 4 questions. One is theory, concepts and convention. Second is final account. Third, next is branch account. Next is you mainly depend upon one on final account, one on branch account. If you are good in theory, you go with the concepts and convention. Hope you understand this part, this which I am explaining you. So thank you once again. Please go through 1 or 2 times. Make perfect yourself. Bring the good name to institution, good name to your team. Thank you once again.